Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my project life. This is week 31, 2017. I will be using my Kelly Purkey kit. This layout is for the creative team, and the kits I'm using are the Life Lesson Kit with the stamp set and the Captured stamp set. I love these stamp sets and couldn't wait to use them. Now, this worked out really well for me because my kids went back to school on the last day of July, and this kit is all about going back to school, starting school. And I love the colors. It's all blue and red. And because I had some red and blue in my pictures, I thought whichever way I went would go well. And by the way, this kit doesn't have to be just going back to school. There's just a few cards that, like that one that says first day of school, and a few others that are about learning, but it can be learning about anything. So I still have a lot from that kit that I can use for the future projects. But anyways, I will be using my little August rubber embellishments. Now, Studio Calico stopped sending these in the kits, which is sad. But I was lucky that I didn't use last year's August or September. So I still have an August and September. I don't know what I'm going to do for October, November, December, but I will figure it out. But anyway, back to my layout. I'm just going to be using my Ali Edwards stamp, and I will stamp out week 31. And I will also stamp out the dates. You guys know I rarely do that. I don't really stamp out the dates, but because it was kind of back to school and I wanted to remember when the kids went back to school, so I will be using my date stamp for that. So the first day of school is always very hectic for us, and I was very proud of myself because I was able to take the picture. So you guys, even if you feel like your picture isn't perfect, just go for it. Take that picture, document it. You can see my daughter's picture looks better than my son's because it was raining when I dropped off my son, but it wasn't when I dropped off my daughter. That doesn't bug me as long as I documented the moment. Anyway, I am using the Captured stamp set. I grabbed that Instagram camera and in red, I stamped it in red, and then I grabbed the outline for that camera and stamped it in black. And all I'm doing is fussy cutting around it, and we'll be adding it right above my journaling. So part of documenting back to school is my son starting marching band practice all week. So I got this picture of him while they were in practice, and I will be using this label. This label sheet comes in the kit, and I will be using that blue label. I'll stamp out photograph with my Captured stamp set, and I'm just going to fussy cut around it and add it to my picture. I believe I also will be stapling it down. So I'm going to be working on this first day of school card. It actually has a spot for you to fill out with student, date, and school. But because I have two kids, I'm not going to do that. I decided to use my Life Lesson stamp set and just stamp out the A+, and then I'm going to do like some generation stamping. I will grab that stamp that says Progress Perfection, and I'll stamp it down right in the middle of my card. And I like how it turns out. What I really love about the stamp set is if you guys have albums for your kids, like school albums like I do, you guys know I have separate albums for each of my kids, and this stamp set is going to help me tremendously. I'm so excited because it's all about school and learning and stuff like that, so I can totally use this for their school albums. decide to stamp out a love of learning, and I will be using those labels again. I stamp it on one of the red labels. The red label is pretty big and it fit perfectly, so I still had a little bit of space on the right side of my label. So what I decide to do is to stick it down where it's hanging off my 3x4 card, and of course I will trim down the extra. But because I'm that type of person who doesn't like to throw away anything, I will use that little piece to kind of add a little bit of embellishment to my label. And I'm going to go back to the stamp set and stamp out this little pen. And I think I stamp it out in gray. And it has another stamp that's the outline of the pen. So I stamped the pen in gray, and then I stamped the outline in black. And it just adds that little cuteness to my 3x4 card. I want to kind of brighten up this picture a bit, so I decide to stamp on white cardstock. I stamp out this little Insta box, and you can add either love or gram or story on there. So I just stamped out love, and we'll be fussy cutting that out, adding it right above my journaling. And then I will move on to that picture of my son's summer reading books. I really love documenting the books they read throughout the summer, or they have to read throughout the summer. And in that life lesson stamp set, one of the stamps had on my reading list, and I loved it. I stamped it right in the middle. I believe I add a little embellishment right above my stamp and call my layout done. If you guys are interested in any of these kits or stamps, I will add all the links down below and all the information down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!